understand anything?
No, it wasn't noise.
Nothing?
It wasn't, but to me, it wasn't an entity, it was an animal.
Okay.
To my mind, to my
Yeah,
conscience.
to your mind.
Yeah, it was an animal. It was like a dog, for example.
Okay.
A trained dog.
Okay, gotcha.
But that to me wasn't a person, like an identity. It was like a dog, a pet.
Like a pet. Okay.
But this is wild, okay, what you're asking me, this is completely.
Look, that's tame. That's little stuff compared to all the other stuff you told me. You
That's
know?
a complete out of.
No, don't worry about it. I asked you a question while we were eating lunch. Your last encounter, how long ago was that?
My last encounter was around 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
That I felt I went to bed one night, around midnight or 4 o'clock in the morning, I felt pain in my right hand. And I thought everything over my high blood pressure, whatever, normal things that you will think. The following night, around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I felt some pain like a nail going through my hands. The right one and the left one. And I started screaming. I woke up Rebecca, because I can smell blood. Blood has
A special smell, yeah.
yeah, okay. And then I jumped out of the bed because I thought that there was blood all over. Okay. Because that happened before to me. One time.
When your whole shirt was all blood.
Yes,
right?
I was having lunch or something like that, and then it came back to my memory. We were talking about my mother that had passed away, and she used to be only 26 or 27 years old. And I became very emotional. No, I didn't cry, but I can feel it. So I left the dining room and went to the bathroom to wash my teeth. And Rebecca was following me, my wife, and then suddenly she started screaming. I said, why you scream? You have blood all over. My whole chest was full of blood, my t-shirt and everything.
So you knew what blood smelled like.
Yeah. Not only that, but I think this has an answer. When you become very emotional, I think you can bleed. Okay, out of your body, you can. I think that's nothing paranormal. I think you can start bleeding. Because that happened to Jesus when he went to a very stressful situation. That's what they said.
That's who said.
I think it's in the Bible.
The Bible. Okay.
The hints of blood. And that's normal. Medical, clinical. It could happen to anybody. If you go very stressful situation, you can bleed.
Now a follow-up question. Before that event, where you woke up screaming that you felt you had those.
That pain.
Those pains. Before that, what was the experience before that? You remember?
Well, I just felt extremely pain. I felt that.
No, but before that experience.
Well, I have seen Jesus. I never felt anything before. Oh, one time bleeding over my left eye.
No, but you're going back in time. Going back, the last one was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
What was the one going back? 3 months ago, 4 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago?
Month ago, lights, or nothing. I didn't take it. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention.
But a month ago, you saw lights.
Yeah. 2 months ago, I saw this. I had this experience.
Yeah.
And that has stopped.
Okay. And when did you see the lights the last time?
Month.
About a month ago.
No, months ago.
Months ago.
Yeah.
And what kind of lights was it? Was like
Well,
the disco lights or what?
Like, okay, Rebecca, I say like, okay, for example, I be sleeping, and then I open my eyes, I can see a white light on top of me. Right there, a light. And then, as soon as I start moving, it will turn off.
Okay.
It's like you turn off a light. If I stay still, it will stay.
Okay.
But if I start moving, or I try to wake up Rebecca, it will go.
Go off.
Go.
And you, again, obviously awake every time.
Oh yes, please. I told you. The only time I was asleep is when they woke me up and they took me to the ocean, to the front of the beach, to see that monster.
Okay.
That one, yes, I was asleep, but they took it was a
Out of body
experience. Yeah.
Now another question. You talked about when we had lunch about consciousness.
Oh.
Why that was important to you?
It was important because, as I told you before, all this is experience. The main purpose for the humankind is to have conscious, okay, about raise the level of conscious for the person. So you become very conscious about spirituality, about the world, human beings, and that's why it's a wake-up call for the humanity. I would say we're in a third dimension. we have to go to the fourth dimension, another level of spirituality for the world,
Okay.
so they start to have peace around. I think that's what it is.
That we have to raise our consciousness in order to, for the whole world,
For the whole
in order
world,
for us to have,
more peace on the earth, so
More peace.
we're destroying this planet, all that.
okay? And now, when you said raising consciousness, how do you define that?
Oh. Awareness, spirituality, love for another person, treat another person what Jesus used to pray, treat another person the way they treat you, help, don't become selfish, a lot of things, you know.
Well, let's go through the different ones. One is not to be greedy,
Not to be greedy,
to have love,
to have love, don't be selfish.
don't be selfish,
Try to help whatever you can.
help others. You talked about the environment and the
Oh, we
planet.
have talked, yes, don't destroy the environment, don't destroy the planet. Be conscious that we're destroying ourselves with all that brutality, aggravation, and the way the world's conducted right now.
Okay, so that's your definition of consciousness. For us to
To raise our level,
level of awareness,
Awareness.
to change ourselves
to change, and the others.
and others.
And all.
Okay.
I think we're going to that route.
Now, in terms of telepathy, what does the relationship between telepathy and consciousness, or if any?
Okay, telepathy, you can hear, they will put, you know what they're telling you.
Mhm.
And it doesn't, you don't have to understand the language, because in your brain is whatever you understand. You can be Russian, you talk to me, I can understand you. And conscious is the way you feel to the other person. It's totally unrelated.
Okay.
Telepathy is one thing and conscious another.
Okay. So, outside of being a better person and having a better world, okay, why is there such an importance for consciousness? And what relationship is there with the masters and consciousness?
We have to grow. We have to go back to whatever you want to call that energy. Okay, that's why we're here to learn. Okay, to become what we are right now. And I think that's the thing about everything. So to be a better person and grow and love and with our limits, of course. Otherwise, you lose track of everything.
Okay.
You cannot become what you call. You cannot adjust it to something. You have to be aware. You have to be realistic. Another thing, you have to be realistic in life about everything. And if anything happened to a person, I would suggest any paranormal, look for why. Don't think everything's paranormal. Don't think it's everything beyond. Look for logic.
Mm-hmm.
Logic first. If you don't look for logic.
Mm-hmm. Now, closing arguments. We're gonna end this tape now. Is there anything else that you want to tell the audience? Any important message?
Be open. Be open. There's a phrase I showed you the other day. The humankind is the only person that laughs of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Don't laugh about the unknown. Be open into and evaluate the persons too. Okay? Be open
Be open to experiences.
to experience. Be open to listen
To listen to others.
to others. Well, then you take subtract.
Okay.
Don't believe anything I've said.
Don't believe anything that you say.
Don't believe anything.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, because
But at least be open.
be open. Don't believe in anything.
Well, now what we're going to be doing is interviewing your daughter.
Uh-huh.
After your daughter, we're going to be interviewing your wife, Rebecca,
And my brother too.
and after that, your brother.
Sure.
And all of them, as you said, have had
Oh, they have
experiences.
They have been with me in certain
certain times that you've seen things together.
Oh, Rebecca, she has never seen anything of this before. She's a clinical psychologist,
Yeah.
PhD.
PhD clinical psychologist.
Yeah, and she has been there.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm crazy.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.